Hello.
Hi guys. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Boss Ravioli Queens podcast with your two favorite caregivers, Nicole Macaroni.
Boss Lady Amy.
I said macaroni.
Oh, we'll get into it. We'll get there.
Ravioli. Nicole Ravioli.
And Charles.
And Boss Lady Amy. He's like, what are you doing, you psycho? So this episode is called Mercury's in the Microwave.
Okay, to be clear, we don't know which planet it is exactly, but it's one of them, and it's probably Mercury.
I was getting there, but thank you. Shameless plug.
Dink. Okay. Hi. Hello. If you're new here, welcome. We're the Boss Ravioli Queens, your two favorite caregivers. Together we have a lot of combined experience. I think it's like 20, something like that. I don't know. We've lost track. We just do the thing.
You've lost track.
Whatever. Anyway, we do the thing. So, we talk about caregiving and trending topics, how they relate to caregiving, healthcare, all of the things. I think we're funny, mostly.
And relatable.
And hopefully educational. So you could go back and listen to our old audio-only versions of our podcast. Unfortunately, at this time, we are not releasing any audio version. Audio-only versions. However, that might change in the future, but as of right now, yeah, not happening. But you can go back and you can listen to our old episodes anywhere you listen to podcasts other than Apple, because we're poor. However, you can go back and watch all of our old videos on YouTube, and you can keep up with the new videos that we release every week.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
YouTube should pay us for this, because we've said YouTube a lot.
So much. So come and follow along with us on this journey. You will see today is not really a healthcare video. It's more about just what's happening, because what?
Don't know which planet it is, but one of them's in the microwave or multiple are in the microwave, and I do not like it.
Okay, well anyway, that's the end of the shameless plug. Dink. Yeah, so it seems like everybody's been having a time. And we're going to talk about ours specifically. Share yours. We want to know what really messed up stuff has happened to you recently that makes you scratch your head and go, huh? Is this reality?
Within like the last month, couple weeks, whatever. Leave a comment. We want to know.
Yeah, literally just within the last couple of days. Like today. Just like... Today. Like as of today.
Let me be clear. It's been a messed up, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks. But today specifically can jump off the highest cliff.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on the things that happened today.
Mm-mm.
And neither was she.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Like what? Hello.
So would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Well, I feel like mine probably won't take as long, so... Okay, so just today, my son's occupational therapy got denied by insurance. I called. They were really confused because there was no reason as to why it should have been denied, because it's part of my plan coverage. He meets all the criteria. It's medically necessary. So they were really confused as to why. But the guy that I spoke with, he was like, yeah, unfortunately, I don't have access to the actual claims, so I can't see the approval or denial notes. So he was like, I'm going to tell you, it was most likely the provider provided a incorrect diagnosis code. But he was like, I don't know. And he also said that he had never heard of the specific reason that it was denied before. So that's great. I love it when you talk to the people that are supposed to know the ins and outs of these jobs, and they're like, yeah, never heard that one. And then at work, I ended up spending $112 of my own money because I took my resident shopping, and the business card got declined, which was really great. And yeah, it was just one of those things where it's like, okay, nobody's answering. I don't know what to do about this. I'm just gonna say, you know what, whatever. Gonna pay for it, and that's that. Wasn't planning on that today. I don't know. It was one of those flukes where it's like, how? Why? What even? Hello?
At least you get reimbursed for it, though. I know it sucks because you have to wait till we get paid, but like...
I know. I am happy that I get reimbursed. I'm grateful that I was even able to do that in the first place. I'm really happy that I was in that spot financially where I could do that in that moment. And I am very happy that I will be getting reimbursed. However, it was still just like, what?
Yeah, no.
There was no reason for it.
It sucks.
So.
Oh, I didn't
that was just today.
I didn't even tell you about the gas station. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, you can tell me now. Yeah, so that was just today. There's been a way, way, way more other stuff that we might get into later.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
Maybe.
All right, now you go.
I need the Eanes first. Hold on. So, where do I even start with this? Wow, that wasn't supposed to happen. All of it just billowed. Oh. You tired, friend?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Same.
Well,
Also,
you saw
it's
my message about how I slept.
It's gloomy right now, too. Like, it was sunny and nice most of the day, and now it's getting gloomy because we're supposed to get a bunch of storms later. Okay, anyways, my day went as follows. I also did not sleep great, but I also didn't go to bed until like 4:30 this morning because phasmophobia.
When I messaged you at 6, it said you were active 3 hours ago, and I just knew. I was like, girl.
Yep.
Girl.
Yep. That's my new game addiction right now. Because Fortnite has been very sweaty lately. So I needed a break, okay? No, because they unbanned a bunch of like hackers and cheaters on Fortnite. So now we're just like dying immediately when we land. And it's not fun.
That doesn't sound fun.
No. And if we do like get a chance to like loot and whatever, then a team like rolls up and just like kills all but one of us, usually. Yeah, it's a whole thing. So anyways, phasmophobia has been my new game addiction, and it is addicting. If you like scary games, go check it out. It's pretty fun. And if you don't get like jump scared easily, then it's even better for you. Well, maybe not, because you might find it a little boring then. Either way, do what you want to do with that information. So I went to bed at 4:30. I woke up at 5:30. I woke up at 6:30. I woke up at 7:30. I woke up at 7:45. I woke up at 8. I woke up at 8:30. I woke up at 9:30. And then I finally said screw it at like, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock probably. And I just like laid in bed and hated my life. Because I was so tired and I couldn't sleep anymore. And then I tried to open a message that I received on my TikTok. And I had been logged out of my account. You may know where this is going, but you also may not, so let me fill you in. My TikTok got hacked. I found that out because I tried logging into my account and my phone number and my email were unlinked to that account, and they also took off the last 3 letters of my username, which is really cool.
Nicole Macar.
Yeah, Nicole Macar instead of macaroni.
That's why she said macaroni at the beginning, because her mind was on the tickle tackles.
Yeah, that's why. It's literally only Nicole Ravioli for the podcast. Nobody calls me that. Other than here. So, any hoozles.
It just fits, you know?
It does. It was like a rebrand for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I tried for a good hour and a half to get back into my account. I found out that they unlinked my stuff because when I tried to get back into my account, it asked me for the password, and that didn't work. My password that I created for the account did not work. So then it asked me for my phone number. And it said that there was no account registered to this phone number. So then I tried my email, and it said that there was no account registered to the email, and then it made me an entirely new account. So I had to delete that account, but it takes 30 days just in case you want to reactivate your account for whatever reason. I don't know why. If it's day one, it wouldn't just delete right away, but those are the TikTok rules right now. Whatever. So I went on the podcast TikTok that we have, and I looked up my profile, my personal one, and it's still there, but the last 3 letters of my username are gone. And it looks so dumb and I hate it.
I messaged it. I'm curious to know if it's going to reply. I really hope it does, actually. Or whoever it is. Yeah. I hope they do.
Yeah. So the other really fun part of this story is that I had my card linked to my TikTok because, well, not linked, but like, you know how you can add a payment for TikTok Shop and all that stuff. So I did that because I actually shopped on TikTok Shop. And whoever it was got my card information and spent $8.51 on a TikTok Live subscription. Don't know why. But I figured that since I had bought things on TikTok Shop and had my card information saved to my account, I should probably look at my bank statement, and that's how I found out about that. So then I called my bank, and they deactivated my debit card and marked it as fraud. And then I had to get ready and drive 40 minutes to my bank to go and pick up a new debit card before I came over here to record this episode.
At least you do have one in this area, though.
Yeah, it's better than driving an hour and a half.
I was going to say, there was a time when you didn't think that you had one near you at all.
That's because when I moved, they said there wasn't one.
And then I Googled it, and I was like, yeah, there's one in whatever. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, just Google it, dude. It's right there. And she was like, oh my God.
To be clear, I am very grateful that it wasn't worse, but I'm really irritated about it because I did have over 2,000 followers, and it took me a very long time to get to that point. And they still stole my card information, like, for $8.51. I know it's not that much, but the fact that I even had to, like, go and get a new debit card because someone committed fraudulent charges on my card is irritating.
It's principle. It's morally and ethically wrong. It doesn't matter if it was $1 or $100. It's Truth. It's principle.
Truth.
It's just something that you shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that has been my day so far, and now I have a really bad headache too, but I'm still here recording. And I'm fairly positive it's a stress headache because literally I woke up and I was fine, and then all this stuff happened, and now I have a headache. Yeah,
so actually, rewind a little bit to my night sleeping. It was not great. So, if you are new here, I am 7 months pregnant. I don't know if I've shared my struggles with sciatica too much.
No.
But I've had awful sciatica. Again, if you're new, I have fibromyalgia. And the pregnancy has really intensified that. And I usually don't get a lot of sciatica, like obviously when I'm not pregnant. But it's been really, really, really bad. I had really awful sciatica with my first one. And this one's been even worse. And sometimes it does this really fun thing where I will wake up out of a dead sleep and my leg will literally be like convulsing. It's like watching my leg have a seizure. And it burns and it goes all the way from my hips to the top of my toes. And it's incredibly painful. And yeah, so I didn't go to bed till 11 o'clock last night. Because we live that, no washer life, so I was at the laundromat. And then, so I brought the clothes back and everything, and then I did not get to bed until 11 o'clock, and then, I was up at 3 a.m. I woke up out of a dead sleep to my leg doing its little twitchy thing. And then literally from then on, every 15-20 minutes, every time I would finally get comfortable and fall asleep, I would then wake up and have to turn over, and it was so painful and it took so much effort to turn to the other side. And finally at 6 a.m. I was like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
I'm not trying anymore.
Also, I need to rewind my story too. I forgot about the gas station card thing.
Go ahead.
So I have a card through the clock-in system that we use for work and the scheduling stuff. And I've literally never had an issue with it before. But I put gas in my car using that card, and thank God I had that card. But I tried to then go in and get an energy drink and a soda for myself, and it got declined due to insufficient funds. And there were not, in fact, insufficient funds. Oh, just wait, it gets better. So, I was like, you know what? This is a after I get my debit card problem. So again, gas went in my car. It was fine. It's paid for. Went in to buy things in the actual gas station. No. Not a zilch. Zip zero. But what was really nice is that the cashier was awfully sweet, and she bought my energy drink and my soda for me.
Oh,
with her tap to pay on her phone.
That's so nice.
Yeah, so there was a silver lining in my really, really crappy day. And I appreciate her. So if you ever see this, again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I probably, it would have been my 13th reason, bro. It would have been. Because I was like,
yeah,
well, I guess, I just looked at her after she said it, and I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go get my new debit card first before I buy anything. And she was like, no, it's okay. And then she just did the thing with her phone, and I was like, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
that's so sweet.
Yeah. So, fast forward a little bit to when I was sitting in the bank parking lot after I got my new debit card. I called the number on the other card and did all of the automated things, and then it told me that my balance was zero, even though there was supposed to be $99. And I was like, what the heck? Why is this happening? So then I waited more for the automated system to be speak with a person. So I hit 0 to speak with a person. And she tells me that her name is Marge, but she had a real thick, Asian accent. I don't know how else to say that. I don't know if that's politically correct, but we're just gonna go with it. So she tells me that her name is Marge, and I was like, okay, bro. Sure, bud. And I gave her my information, and she's like, oh, yes, I see, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, okay, what the heck? And she said that if you pay at the pump, it then becomes a pending transaction, and your card is literally frozen for 5 business days. And I was like, I've literally never had this happen before. What do you mean? And so she just repeated everything that she had just said to me. And I was like, okay.
You're like, I heard you.
I was like, okay, cool. Thank you. Have a nice day. And she went through this whole other spiel, and I hung up on her in the middle of it because I was just done. Because what else could possibly go wrong? What else I really shouldn't say that. I kid. I joke, I kid.
I was gonna say, don't ask because asking you shall receive.
I just want to make it clear that I did not say that with intent.
Okay, I also had a silver lining today. Not we. My husband was at work. I chose my baby's C-section date. So.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Your cat is just loving it up here.
Oh.
He said, I'm just gonna lay here. You guys go ahead and talk. I'll listen.
Yeah, wait, did I tell you that we chose the date?
Mm-hmm. You messaged me earlier.
I couldn't remember.
I know, it's been a rough day.
This morning feels like it was last week.
Yeah.
I literally said to my husband on the phone earlier, I said, man, today has been a really long week.
Today has been a really long week.
And that's just today. That's not even counting all the other stuff that has happened.
Not even a little bit.
There was more that happened over the weekend and just every day.
A couple weeks ago, still happening. Like
every day. It's like, what fresh hell awaits me now?
Uh-huh. Well, I don't really want to talk about my prior struggles to today because today was enough.
No, I agree. I mean, it's like, what?
What is life?
What?
What is life?
I want to see if this person on TikTok messaged me.
Oh, good. We can give a live update then. I'm really interested. Dang, you have a lot of messages, ma'am. Did they see it? Nope. They probably won't. They literally probably won't look at it. So that's fine. But whoever you are, I'm gonna find you. You can hide behind a computer, but you can't hide from me. Just so you're aware. Also, that's not a threat. It's not.
Okay.
Or maybe I'll use my computer skills and I'll just try and hack you.
Right?
I'll Google it. I'll look up how to become a hacker or something.
Yeah, that's so, like, I don't know how they were able to just remove all of your stuff without you getting any sort of notification.
They had to have had my password.
Well, they did, but even
That's what leads me to believe that it was a specific person.
Even with your password, though, like, I have all my stuff set up for two-step verification.
I do too, so that also leads me to believe that they knew my password for my Google somehow. Somehow.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Which, again, leads me to believe that it was a specific person.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually it'll ask you, like, are you sure? And then you get, like, a text or something.
Mm-hmm. Didn't get a text message. Didn't get an email. Didn't get nothing. No security alerts. And honestly, my password, like, it's not an easy thing to figure out. It's not. So, I don't really know how it happened or why, but I did submit a report to TikTok, and now I have a ticket in with their support team. So I guess next week when we film, I'll let you know if I got my account back or not. Because it says that their first initial response usually takes up to 24 hours, and they try to have the issues resolved within 48.
Well, here's to hoping.
Yeah, keep your fingers and your toes crossed for me, everybody. Please. Please. I don't know. I am just hoping that tomorrow is a better day.
Yeah. Same.
Mm-hmm.
Same. It would just be nice if, like, crazy stuff would stop happening, like, constantly.
Yeah. It'd be great.
Because I'm unprepared. This is a test I didn't study for.
I feel like I'm always prepared because I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop. But like,
there's
this whole TikTok thing, that one really caught me off guard.
There's been so many shoots.
Oh, and the other thing is, I literally was logged in at 4:30 this morning when I hopped off of Faz because I went on TikTok for a brief while just to check my messages. So between 4:30 and like 10 a.m., someone hacked my account, which is great. It's wonderful. And if I do get my TikTok when I get my TikTok account back, I'm changing my password to something that no one will ever figure out. I already did it with my Gmail and my Facebook. So, good luck, bro.
I know my Facebook is so secure. Good luck. It is something that literally nobody would ever figure out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed with what I came up with, to be honest with you, because I'm not that creative.
And if by chance you are one of the people that hacks people's things and you see this episode, stop it! Quit using your powers for bad. For evil, I mean. Use them to be productive. Go friggin' get a job in IT where you make bank or something and then you don't have to steal people's money off their debit cards. Stupid. It's literally stupid.
Especially from somebody that doesn't have that much to give in the first place.
Literally. I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm broke. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Yeah. Yes, I am. How did you know? I'm broke. I can literally afford my bills and like stuff I need to get me through the weeks at work because we get paid bi-weekly. So like, if you're really gonna steal that from me, that makes you a real POS, bro. It does.
Week 1, surf and turf. Week 2, ice soup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I feel the same way.
Ramen.
I'm so happy that it's pay week.
Same, but it's still 4 days away. And I somehow
4 days too
have to
long.
make $50 last me 4 days.
4 days too long.
I have $50, y'all. I gotta stretch that for 4 whole days. It's a ramen week.
You can do it.
I believe in you.
You can do it, Nikki. Kick his ass.
Okay, I feel like we're just rambling at this point.
We are.
So,
I think our brains are just fried because...
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't yours be if you went through all this stuff in one day?
Less than 24 hours, actually. Because the span has been like 8 to 10 hours, probably. Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm gonna do the thing.
Okay.
So, you can find us on TikTok and Facebook at Boss Ravioli Queens. You can also email us, bossravioliqueens@gmail.com. And, you know, if you happen to like us and think we are funny and relatable, in fact, you can also hit the like button, subscribe, and then hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we post a new episode, which is once a week. Until next time, bye.